This was brought to you by Roger Hanson, Gaming with Infamous, on YouTube, and Franklin County Internet Society on Facebook.
Hello everybody, this is Infamous OG1973, and today I have a special event, I guess I could say. It's my, actually this is my first interview that I'm doing, and I'm privileged enough to be able to do it with my son, who's actually been on YouTube and does actually do YouTube videos. His gamer name is Slash Gamer. Isn't it? That's right, Slash Gamer?
Yeah, that's Slash Gamer.
Slash Gamer. And he is here tonight to tell us a little bit about what he does and the things that he enjoys when it comes to gaming and how he does his own personal streaming. So, with that, I'm going to first, before I ask him any questions, I'm going to first let him tell you a little bit about himself. The first question that frickin' I have will concern that, but I'm going to let him do the talking. So, we'll give it to you.
Alright, so I'm Slash Gamer. I do a series of video games where I play VR mainly, or I just do random games with a bunch of my friends. We do a lot of skits, or we can just have fun playing a game with all of us and, you know, just basically have fun and post it on YouTube and, you know, see if people like it or not. But it's mainly based on humor, and, yeah, pretty much. It's not really serious or anything, it's mainly just humor.
Just kicking back, having a good time.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Okay, now, before we get started and everything, I'd like to ask you, where did you come up with the gamer name Slash Gamer?
So the gamer name Slash Gamer originated when I was in first grade. A bunch of my friends were sitting up in the bleachers and we were pretty much just like, oh wow, I want to be a YouTuber. And we're just like talking about a bunch of other YouTubers, and finally we got on the subject of like thinking of different YouTube names we'd have. And for some reason I just overthought and thought of Slash Gamer. For some reason it just popped in my head, so that's how that started. But when I first started, it never actually began as Slash Gamer. It was usually just my regular name, but when I first actually got serious into making videos, I changed it back to Slash Gamer because I could never think of anything else.
Could you tell us some of your previous gamer names?
Yeah, I could. So, one was called The Animator. I tried animating stuff, but it didn't go well. Another one was called, like, Toilet something. I forgot it was. It was weird. I like changed my profile picture as a toilet, and it was weird. I couldn't.
Now, where did you get the toilet idea from?
I don't know. I had a picture on I had a picture of a toilet on my gallery, so like that's all I had to work with at the time. Didn't know how that.
Can I mention something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember back when you were younger, you used to like this childhood book about a kid. He was a little bitty baby and he was in diapers and he was obsessed with toilets. Do you remember that game? Or that book?
I do not remember that at all.
Yeah, you kept telling me that you wanted me to buy the books for you.
Oh my god.
So,
what was I doing?
Yeah, I just figured I'd put that out there. Okay, now.
Yeah.
What other names have you gone by?
I gotta think. Just my regular name and just those two are the only ones I can remember, to be honest.
Okay.
But
that's the reason why I wanted to bring up the gamer name thing because there's so many interesting things. You can just pull out so much fast. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
it's just it makes
One simple question.
Yep.
This brings you a little bit.
Okay, so go.
Stay hydrated. Alright. I don't know. Wait, are we doing another question, or are we just going along with the same question?
Yeah, go on with what you were doing when you.
About staying hydrated?
Yeah, that too.
So, water's...
I can ask you another question though.
Sure, let's go for it.
Okay, now every time I get on the internet, me and you talk, I notice how insanely cool your freaking headphones are. Okay? Every time you take them headphones off, it's like everything goes blank. There's no noise whatsoever. Okay? So what I want to know is what kind of headphones are those, and what's the setup on it? I mean, like.
Well, the headphones, I think what brand they are. Hold on. Okay, so the brand are called Cowan. It's like Cowin. It's not sponsored, by the way, but it's called Cowan headphones, I guess. They do have a microphone on them, but they only work on a phone. You have them like wireless and stuff, but I don't use the microphone on this because I haven't figured out how they got them to work on here, but I got this little stand-up microphone I use right here.
Yeah, and
So that's
what that right there is what's the bread basket. I mean, that's the butter on the back on the bread.
It's the butter on the bread.
Yeah.
The croissant.
So tell us a little bit about that microphone and everything, because that's pretty cool.
Okay, so the microphone, it is a get my camera like grabbing by the throat. So the microphone, it is a Razer microphone. It's just got like a little mute button here. So if I keep talking and stuff. The wire did keep getting bended, so my brother got like a rubber band, wrapped it around there, and kind of held him in place. Besides that, I mean, it's pretty good. But yeah. I've had it for a while now. I just kept buying microphones because every time I got one, it wouldn't work. So I finally got this one, and it worked out pretty good. So that's the main one I use.
It's pretty amazing. It just, I mean, whenever I'm having conversations with you, the sound on it is just completely amazing.
Oh yeah.
When you get on the phone and talk to somebody, it automatically, I can't hear nothing.
Oh yeah, it's a lot different. Yeah, but most of my videos, the microphone that mainly the viewers see is. Oh, alright. So mainly my viewers see what they hear in my videos are mainly the headset microphone that I use on this thing. So usually it's got like a little microphone under it that it's built onto. But it's not the best microphone, but I mean it sounds alright.
Let's see what your equipment is, man. Pull that up here and let's take a look at it.
So,
do like you did with your microphone.
yeah, so I got this thing. It's the VR headset that I use all the time. The wire kept falling off, so I had to get some duct tape and put it on there. But, pretty much you just put it on and, you know, you got it working. And, it's got a little dot right here. I don't know if you can see that on there or not too good, but it's got a little dot down there, and that's pretty much that microphone. That's you always hear. But this one right here, I rarely use in any of my videos.
Now, when it comes to using that those VR goggles, I mean, what kind of experience is it? I mean, does it?
I mean, it's pretty much just you're putting yourself into the game, and I mean, you just have full control over it. I mean, you got moving arms, hands. I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Like, have you ever heard of the movie Ready Player One? It's pretty much the exact same thing. Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing as that movie called Ready Player One, if anyone's ever seen it. Oh, you froze up for me. I don't know what's going on right now. Oh, yeah, now you're good.
Okay, what made you start your YouTube channel?
So when I started my YouTube channel, it's the same thing with a bunch of my friends just sitting up in the bleachers, but kind of originates with that story still. But pretty much there was always these big YouTubers out there that were just getting popular, and it was just one after another. So pretty much we and a group of my friends just thought, hey, we want to be like that too. So we just started making a bunch of stupid videos that was just like no editing whatsoever. It was just a raw video of us just running around being dumb, pretty much what it was. But there is a channel that contains all those videos on it, but I'm not going to tell what that channel is because I forgot the password and I can't delete it. So you're not going to find out that channel. If you do, and if you do, I don't know what to say.
That's okay. I mean, later on when you're, you know, rich and famous, people are looking back, they're going to say, oh my goodness, that's Slash Gamer, do you see that video? So that'll just make it even better for you.
You know, but I've started back in like 2017, so it was like weird, sounded different, looked different. It was just like we were like really small, so it was just, we were all being idiots. I didn't even know how to edit at the time, so it was just a raw video.
But still, you're having fun, you know, and you
oh yeah, it's pretty fun.
Come to where you're at now because you started somewhere, you know what I mean? You guys were having fun.
Yeah.
How many of your friends from back then are still doing it with you?
Well, some of them haven't been in video in a while because, you know, 2020 stuff's going on, but I mean, still, most of them are still in it, but I've got more and more people that are doing videos with me along the way. But people from, like, back then, like, when I first started, was someone by the name of Charbar2245, and he's, like, one of my best friends right now. And he was in a video that I made a game called Human Fall Flat, and pretty much he was in that video, and in a Minecraft video that we made. But that's about, that's who he is that I can remember that's been in my channel the longest right now.
And he's the only one?
Not the only one, but I mean, that's when I first started. He's the only one from when I first started. But when I first, like, started getting real serious into it, it was mainly just, like, people following me, and then I finally started making videos with them.
That's pretty cool. But originally, the ones who actually started with you was just Charbar.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool. Now, that is a topic that I wanted to ask you later on, but I want to hold off on getting more into that because I have other questions that I want to get to. Like, do you think you could take time to let people know what platforms you stream with?
Yeah, so I've been getting into Twitch a little bit. I usually don't live stream on Twitch, but I'm getting into it a little bit. So follow on Twitch, I guess. I have to find the name, but if I find it, you'll probably just edit it into it. But I do it on Twitch, mainly YouTube, and Discord is about the only other thing that I use that I'm social on.
Now, after I'm done with getting this video set up and ready to go, I'll add those links for you down in the description so that people will be able to go to your channel and check you out and see what you got. So with Twitch, when you were talking about, what's your general opinion when it comes to streaming on Twitch?
I mean, it's alright. I mean, just the fact that you can't, you know, edit it, but if you say something or something happens, I mean, it's pretty much always going to be there unless you delete it on Twitch. But, I mean, like, you can never edit anything out, so it's a little risky going on Twitch. But, I mean, if you're, like, not doing anything risky, I mean, you're fine. But, I mean, it's pretty fun streaming on Twitch. But it's even funnier if you got people watching you because they can post in, like, comments and live chat. But when it's just by yourself, I mean, it's alright. But once you get people watching you, it's a lot funner.
I tried to get it with the 500 drive. I had issues when it came to, like, the library, you know what I mean? They have different library, video library, and after a short amount of time, it's just deleting them. Because, see, that's why I love YouTube, because they keep your videos.
Yeah, they're pretty chilled out. YouTube's pretty fun. I mean, as long as you don't get... A lot of people complain because their videos are getting taken down or something, but that's just like what they add into it. They never think about what you're putting into it while editing. So whenever it goes out, you gotta think, hey, is this gonna be like, you know, inappropriate? Is this gonna like offend people? But whenever you're joking about stuff, you gotta make sure you joke about stuff that are just like non-offensive or just like people are just gonna hate for it. So when you're just having fun with a group of people, you gotta make sure no one spits out something that's bad. Besides that, I mean, YouTube's pretty good. I mean, unless you're, you know, like I just said, if you're sitting there saying a bunch of racist stuff or offending people, I mean, obviously, people are just gonna hate you and you're gonna get your channel taken down or something. But YouTube's pretty fun.
Okay. So, we've gotten YouTube taken care of, we've got Twitch taken care of. What about when you make your videos, what content do you use? Like, do you use like your... I know that you're on VR chat and everything.
Oh yeah. VR chat is probably like one of the main things that I do.
Now, do you use other people's...
Well,
do you create your own?
I create my own server usually, and a group of my friends will hop on there, or we just get in, you know, like a just like group call with each other, and we'll usually play either VR chat or just a bunch of other games. We play VR chat, Beat Saber. Beat Saber's another game that I play, and just many other games. And there's some games that I don't do that's on VR, but that's just like, you know, Minecraft or just some other games that everyone hears about.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know they had Minecraft on VR chat. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but VR chat's been one of the main things that I've been doing.
Yeah. What kind of platforms do you use, or what kind of worlds? I'm sorry, I keep calling them platforms and servers, but they're actually what kind of worlds are that you're going into and making videos with?
Well, whenever I go on a world, it depends on the subject of the video that you're making. Like, I've made Star Wars videos where we recreated certain scenes from a Star Wars movie. So we would get the avatars from Star Wars, and if you don't know what VR chat is, you can pretty much get any avatar you want and play around in it. It's just like Ready Player One. And you can find worlds from a certain movie. Like, let's say you wanted to watch like Star Wars, you could literally find a world from Star Wars on there. So what we did was we just got everything put together and just recreated a scene from a movie. And we've done that quite a few times. But going on worlds, it usually just depends on what you want and where you want to go.
Yeah, I seen the one that you guys had where you were on Starship. You guys were all sitting down inside of the consoles and stuff, and you were trying to fly it, crashed into a ship.
Oh god.
It's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty nice. Okay, now after we talked about that, I'd like to also ask you, how has your YouTube channel, you know, affected you and how you are today? What kind of changes did it help you through?
Well, I mean, it changed a lot of my personality, how I would act towards people, or how I just act towards myself, how I would think, or just how I would talk. Because, you know, when you're playing games, I do a lot of commentary over it, so I mean, it usually changes the way you speak. You're talking a little bit more, and it kind of helps you in social situations since you're online all the time playing games. You kind of actually talk a little bit more. But it mostly changed my personality and stuff, probably. Actually being a little bit more social.
About how much playtime would you say that you've had on the internet on a given week? Like, within a week, how many hours did you...
I'd have to say at least, like... That's hard to think about. I have no idea. VR chat and all has about 300 hours right now. But besides that, I cannot think.
Within a week?
Not within a week. I mean, in all time. Like, my whole entire time ever playing VR chat, it has to be about 300 hours. because I checked on Steam, and usually it'll tell you how long you played that game for.
About how long have you been playing?
About 300 hours now. Like, how long ever since I've had it.
So you don't know when you first started VR chat? You know?
I started VR chat. I probably started VR chat at least like 2 years ago, but I just haven't really played it that much. But like whenever I make videos and stuff, that's usually when I play it.
That's pretty cool. But it's, I mean, you know, I had to put it out there. You know, it's like 2 years, man. It's like 300 hours isn't really all that much when you think about it. If you haven't been able to get it.
Well, like I'm not one of those people that just play it 24/7. So if I played it 24/7, then yeah, it'd be a lot of hours, but I'm not on it constantly.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing video games 24/7. You know what I mean? Just.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not bad.
This is just. I get where you're coming from there. It's perfect.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I mean, it just depends like how you are and stuff. But I mean, if it ever affects you, you know how you can like push people away or something. Just be like on it 24/7 and you just forget about like the outside world.
They're becoming a mushroom. Just sitting there and growing glue on your freaking forehead. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so with that being said, let's move on to the next question. Okay, do you see yourself learning more as you go on with creating content on the internet?
Yeah, if I stuck to it. Like, if I stuck to it how I am right now, you know, posting often and keeping up with it, I think I would get more of a following and maybe actually be successful with it. Like, I mean, yeah, it helps me learn a lot of stuff, but I learn more stuff when I do it.
Okay, now, like, when you sit down and you actually make your videos, okay, what's the process that you have to go through?
It's like, well, for me, it's about more than 4 hours, because when you're recording, you know, you gotta sit there and think about like what you're gonna do. You gotta get all the plan out, and that'll usually take about an hour or more. But that's usually me being like on the spot, like pretty much, but not all the time. But usually when you're with a group of people, like I usually am, we have to, you know, hurry up and get it right then and there, because you know people are leaving, so you have to hurry up and get it done. So we're sitting there just thinking what we want to do, and then actually start filming. So filming would probably take about an hour or so, and then editing takes at least like more than 2 hours, and then thumbnail, not counting the thumbnail, and then posting.
Now, when it comes to your editing and everything, what do you use for your editing?
Whenever I edit, I use Filmora 9. It is Wondershare Filmora 9. It's pretty good. I mean, I got a lot of practice with it, but if I ever change editing software, I just feel like I'd have to sit there and learn it all over again. Because when you're stuck in one software and you change it, it's a lot.
Yeah, I can relate to that, because people are trying to tell me now that I need to switch to Adobe Prime, and I just now, in the last 10 months, started with Blender. You know, and I went and I looked at that program, and I would have to relearn it all over again. So, now when you go through and you edit your videos, I mean, do you like go through and have to cut out certain areas?
Yeah, a lot of times you do. You have to sit there and cut out certain stuff, because there's always going to be that goof that you don't want. So you got to sit there and edit out so it's not too long, or maybe there's something that you didn't like, so you just cut it out or edit it out.
So how do you like the editing process?
I like editing. I mean, editing is one of my favorite parts of like making a video and recording. So I'm one of those people that like recording and editing. But I know a lot of people, they don't like to edit, but they like to record. But I'm kind of like in between. So every video I've ever made was mainly me throughout every video. But I mean, editing, I mean, it's pretty fun once you get used to it.
For me, you know, it sounds pretty good when I hear, you know, a young guy your age saying stuff like that, because, I mean, being honest with you, there aren't too many gamers out there that actually do editing. They just do not like it. I mean,
Well, you see most people. You see most people how they hire money.
Exactly. You know, I mean, and that's refreshing when I hear that. So, I mean, I give kudos to you for doing that. That's a real good deal. And with that, you know, I'd also like to ask you about, you know, your content. Do you see yourself creating more and more of your content? Because it's like for me, I've gone from making, you know, videos in real time, you know, with real footage to video games. And now I'm finding myself getting into Blender and doing animation, and then now I'm also getting caught up in wanting to learn about Unity. And just recently I've been talking with you about VR chat, so I'm seeing I'm seeing those as opportunity. Has any of that ever crossed your mind?
Yeah, it's crossed my mind a few times. It's just everything's, you know, it's just crazy. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I know what the feeling. It's insane.
But honestly, yeah, in the future I do see myself probably making more videos. But I mean, you never know. Always something can happen. But honestly, if I'm the way I am now, yeah, I'd probably keep doing it.
I can see you going that direction though, because the way you're into VR chat and everything, and I mean, the next logical step is creating your own worlds.
I mean, it might not always involve video games, but yeah, it can still involve me making videos. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's part of making videos, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not making it for what people like. I mean, you're making it for what you like.
Exactly. So that might have the question covered. I'm not quite sure. Okay, now, what type of changes have occurred in your way of thinking since you started streaming?
Well, the changes I've had, they usually change the way I see creating things, like the way, let's say I want to record something, but I always have that different way of thinking when I recorded something from last time. Let's say, hey, maybe I messed up recording this and that, maybe I can change that by doing a different camera angle, or I can, you know, film at a certain time instead of doing this and that. So it's always changing, but even the way I think of things, like I said, you know, filming this way or that way, just changing everything kind of helps learning from your past mistakes and make something better than it was before. Like every video that I've ever posted kind of just had that build up where it was better than the last one, which I tried to do.
Yeah. See, that's that thing that I was just telling somebody on Discord the other day about, you know, mistakes. He was calling himself, he said he really sucked at Blender, and I was like, or he was really bad at it, and I was like, no, you're not bad, you know what I mean? You make it.
You just don't know that much, but you can still.
You're exactly where you're at the moment, where you're supposed to be, just like I'm where I'm at.
Well, I mean, if you first start, obviously you're not going to know anything. It's like when I first started YouTube, I mean, this is like a 3-year process, and I'm still not the best. Like, you don't have to be the best.
You know, I think that's important for people to know, you know, because, like I said, you know, I'm where I'm at right now, just like he's where he's at. And in order for him to freaking get to where he wants to be, he's got to make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes.
Oh yeah.
I've learned more from my mistakes in this stuff than anything else. So.
Well, yeah, that's the only way that you know to be better at it. I mean, like if you ride a bike and you fall and you don't learn from it, obviously you're not going to be better the next time.
Tell us some of your mistakes.
Some of my mistakes. Oh, let's see. Not editing at all. Forgetting to put a title on a video. Forgetting to even, you know, post it. I'm just sitting there, oh yeah, I posted a new video, go on YouTube, turns out it wasn't posted the entire time. Or, like, let's say I'm sitting there editing it, and let's say I edited the beginning part, but I forgot to edit the end part because I forgot there was a whole other sequence to it. So I'll sit there and edit, like, a 5-minute clip, and then the whole rest is just gone.
Yeah. Don't you people like to point that out to you. They won't say anything else in the comment sections, but when you make a mistake, they will point it out.
Yeah.
They'll point it out quicker than ever. Like, hey man, I can't hear you. You need to do something with that audio.
Yeah, I've done that before where I just like, the main problem, the main mistake I've always made when recording would have to be when I record something, I forget to go in the settings and change it to where the audio can hear me. So I'm sitting there talking my butt off for like an hour straight, go to edit it, turns out nothing recorded. Like everything recorded just couldn't hear me. So then I'd get mad and just leave it.
I hate that. You know, and to be honest with you, I think audio is the hardest part when it comes to all of this.
Well, yeah, we gotta make sure it's not too loud, not too quiet.
Yeah, you constantly have to check it. I don't care how many times, or I don't care how great you think your audio is, if you start something, you always check your audio. Because if you don't,
yeah,
you're going to find out that you're not even...
Usually what I do, mainly thing what I do whenever I post it, whenever I post a video, usually I go on YouTube when I post and I watch it. So if I make a mistake, I'd be like, okay, I'll put that on private, edit it out real quick, and put it back on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, that's what I do too. I schedule mine. First of all, that's all I do is I don't like actually post right then and there.
Oh yeah.
I'll schedule it as I'm streaming. And
oh yeah.
That gives me time to go back in there and see how bad it looks.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I do that. Okay, so on to the next question.
All right.
Okay, how do you feel about your own videos?
All right, so I feel pretty good about them. I mean, when I first started, I was always embarrassed. Like, I would never even tell anybody that I had a YouTube channel, so I wouldn't even have any views. But then I finally started to get more comfortable when I'd show my friends. I'd be like, hey, what do you think about this video? And they're like, oh, I think it's pretty good. But like, when I first started, people were like, oh, that's not too good, you know, blah, blah. So then I started to kind of take advice from people, and then finally I got it to where I like it. I had my own style of editing and stuff, so finally I just get very confident with showing people. And then finally, if they liked it, I'd be like, well, maybe I can post more videos like this. And that's why VR Chat's one of the main videos that I post, because people like, you know, strange stuff. They just like seeing a bunch of random stuff happen, because they know I'm not scripting it, so they can't sit there and be like, well, your script sucks, when you're not even scripting it. It's just stuff that actually happened. Like, let's say some random guy came across the street and started screaming at me. That's not scripted. That's literally just happened. Yeah, but the one reason I really feel confident about, because they bring a lot of humor to people. So like, if you show them a video and don't even tell them it's yours, and they just start laughing about it, yeah, that's gonna make you feel pretty good. Like, I've done that before. I handed my brother a YouTube video that I made. It was one of the Star Wars videos, and he'll sit there and watch it, and he's like, oh my god, that's awesome. I'm like, yeah, I made that. And he's like, are you serious?
Okay, tell me a little bit about some of the people who gave you advice. What's some of the best advice that was ever given to you?
I'd say the best advice I've ever gotten was mainly people just telling me that don't post what other people want you to post, just post what you want to post. That's why it's your channel. Only just because someone else don't like it doesn't mean you have to not post that or not fix it. I'm like, if you like it, then stay with it. I mean, it's not like you have to fix it because one person doesn't like it. Because like, if I have like, right now I have like 271 subscribers, and if one person on my channel doesn't like a video, I'm not going to delete it just because one person out of 271 doesn't like it.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people have that syndrome, and I've fallen for it too, you know, like you get a bad review on your comments, and all of a sudden...
Oh yeah, I've done that too. Oh yeah, I've done that.
All of a sudden you gotta fix this and stuff, and then you come to find out, man, I mean, nobody else has a problem with it. They seem just fine with it, but just because you saw that one bad comment, you know, and it's pretty crazy.
Well, like, let's say you got like a bunch of people, oh, this is an awesome video, and then you got that one person always.
Pretty amazing. You know, I've fallen into that before. I mean, I've done it quite a few times, and I have to constantly catch myself and say, look, man, you know, this is your video. It's what you want to do, you know.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you told me that before, but, you know.
Yeah, that was one of the...
But I've had a lot of people telling me that.
I think that you are actually doing pretty good. I mean, and you definitely got your father's, you know, sense of humor. So I gotta tell you that. I mean,
It even makes myself laugh. I'm like, I'll sit there and watch a video from like a year ago, and I'll just start laughing.
I mean, you can see it in there. I mean, you got a pretty good sense of humor, and you seem to know what you want to get sent across. You know, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in 10 years when it comes to creating your own content? Like 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Drinking water.
As long as it's not off the floor, right? Don't pick it up like Paul or start making a Slurpee that you just make the floor next to your bed in the morning.
Oh god. Yeah, just wake up. I've done that before too. I just like look behind my bed. But anyways, I'd say what was the question again? Oh, okay. I'd say seeing myself in 10 years, I would honestly think that I would have a big following. You know, people like my videos and I'd have a following, but it would only depend if I keep going with it. I mean, if I just abandoned my YouTube channel and just deleted everything, I mean, obviously, you're not going to get anything out of it. But you never know if you actually keep, you know, getting a following, keep telling people, and actually keep spreading it out. I mean, yeah, you're going to get a following, and you're going to get popular and stuff. And still, I think that's where I see it, but that's only if I stick to it. But if I don't stick to it, it's probably just me going to be, you know, bored, you know, wishing I would have went back to it. And then when you go back to it, you're just not going to have anything because you already left it.
Yeah, because you lose everything after a certain amount of time. I mean,
well, yeah.
You'd have to literally start all over.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I never really delete any of my videos, because, I mean, what if one of those videos were, like, really, really good, and then in the future, that would have been one of your best videos, but if you delete that video, then it's gone.
I keep all mine, too, because, I mean, for me, it's a virtual library. You know, it shows me where I started and where I'm at, and how bad I am and how good I am.
The thing I mainly do, like, even if I delete a video on YouTube, I still have the file of the edited video, so if I want it back, I usually post it back home.
That's pretty good. We're doing actually pretty good on this video.
Oh yeah. I've never done an interview before, so this is kind of, you know, drinking water.
Okay, have you grown a following throughout posting your videos? I mean,
I have. Wait, what? What were you gonna say?
Have you grown a following, and if so, tell us a little bit about them.
Alright, I'd say I have grown a following. I'd say about the first time I've ever had like a little bit of a big following was when I had about 20 subscribers. And that was originally where I was at my friend's birthday party and I had an iPad at the time. And that was my only source of making a video. So I pulled out that iPad and recorded a video at his birthday party. And about a week later I had like 50 views on it. But the subscribers were originally at 20. But the more I did it, I just kept going with it. But I have left and came back, like, I don't know how many times. But each time I came back, people would keep, you know, subscribing. But now it's getting to the point to where it's getting insane. Like, every time I post a video or something, people would just, I'd have about 3 subscribers on this every video almost. And even when I go on VR chat, I'll be in the public. And whenever you sit there and record a video, people will run up to you and be like, "Hey, what's your channel?" Because when you're recording in front of them, you're just like, "Oh crap, I'm gonna be in it. What's your channel?" Like the more people I'm around, just the more subscribers it goes on. Like almost every time I'm on VR chat recording, like it's just up 20. So right now, currently it's at 271 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 300, but that's pretty much my goal right now. But the craziest part is, the beginning of this year, my original goal was at 200. And now I'm past 200, so now I'm trying to get to 300. So I'm kind of cutting it close right now because, you know, it's November at the time of recording this. So it's, who knows.
Now after we're done with this interview, I want to also, whenever we're done editing it and getting it all ready, I'd also send you a copy. That way you can put it on yours too, if you'd like. Because I'm just
if you want me to.
This is your interview, so you know.
Right.
Just, I can give you the edited version, or I can give you the raw one. That way you can.
You just give me the edited version, either one. Or you just post it on what you're gonna post it on, and then I can like post on my Discord, be like, hey, I'm in this video.
Now, while we're on this topic too, is there anybody you want to make shout outs to?
Insecure. Okay, I got it. Insecure cheesecake. Second of all, Zeus. And third would have to be, I don't know.
As many
Does it have to-
Make as many
Alright.
as you want,
Alright.
because if you don't, you know, I'll tell you, hey man, look, you
Oh, yeah.
do a shout out, and you didn't put me.
Look, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry if I didn't call your name, but Insecure Cheesecake, Zeus, and Charbar. Can't think of anything else. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, alright.
Okay, there you go. You did. And you also apologize to everybody that you may have forgotten, so you're
Yeah, sorry.
okay. Okay, now, tell us a little bit about some of the people who helped you create your content and what roles they played in the process. Sorry for the interruption, guys. We are back. We had a slight little problem with the internet, and the last question that I had for you, Slash, was tell us a little bit about some of the people who helped you create your content and what roles they played in the process.
Alright, so I would say almost everyone that has ever been on my channel has like helped me a whole lot. I'd say the most they've ever helped me was a series that I made a long while back, and it's a series that has about 6 or 7 episodes, and it's based on a game called Half-Life, but it's in VR chat right now because we gathered all these avatars from that video game, and we found worlds from that video game inside VR chat, and we wrote our own scripts based on the game and what we wanted to happen. So we acted out those scripts and kind of made it just a whole comedy type thing and just acted it out. And it went on for about like, I don't know how many months. Finally, we ended it out, but everyone had their own role for a character and everyone just killed it. Like everyone just helped it out a whole bunch. Almost every character just made it even better. And almost everyone like was just excited for the series. Like everyone just really enjoyed doing it. So we finally ended it because, you know, everyone just had to leave one after another, and as many important characters we just had to leave behind. But everyone pretty much had their own role and just influenced everything like completely. But I'd say that we are going to be doing a reboot on that series though, so if anyone did like that series, we're going to be doing a reboot on it. So we gotta have more fun with it.
I actually like the videos I've seen on it, so I think it'd be a good idea to get it started again.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a reboot on it. We're gonna go based on our problems from last time. But my friend Zeus, he's gonna be, you know, scripting it. Me and him's writing a script at the moment, and we're just gonna be, you know, getting it all ready. So.
Sounds good. So
yeah, it's gonna be a lot better. So
you have Zeus that helps you with scripting. Okay, who is the frog?
The frog? What do you mean the frog?
The frog that pees on everybody. Like you have the.
Oh god.
The gangster dude's got the gun. Who's the?
Oh god, that was. I have no idea. I met those guys randomly. I'm not even kidding. You know how I said those random scenarios that happen randomly? Those are one of them. I'm not even kidding. That wasn't even scripted. It was the racist frog is what it was.
I figured you should go ahead and say that. I didn't want to be the one that mentioned his name was the racist frog.
Yeah, we didn't even we never saw him again after that. I hope you know that. Yeah, we're still there talking, and if you haven't checked out that video, it's GTA San Andreas characters, but they were in VR chat. And pretty much what happened was we just randomly found them, so I'm like, okay, this is a good video. and some random frog just started running around cussing him out and saying the N-word at people. He started peeing at everybody.
Yeah. I like that video. I was like, yeah, that boy's a little bit strange, yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. I still to this day don't know why he showed up. And there coincidentally had to be black people in that room.
Now, tell me about your Spider-Man sketch.
Oh god, that Spider-Man sketch. Well, pretty much, we wanted to do something that we haven't done before, something that involved, you know, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was getting really popular at the time. And we haven't done a VR chat video in a little bit, and it's just been a little bit since I posted in general. And at the time, we were just sitting there in VR chat like, hey, we want to film a video. So I'm sitting there for about an hour while everyone else is just screwing around, and I'm sitting there thinking of a script. Finally, I just got my camera, stood on top of the building, and just shot it. I didn't even make a script. I just started speaking randomly. Because if you watch the beginning of that video, you can tell I was thinking of stuff right off the bat. Like, you could just tell I just went for it. I'm just like, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna jump off the building. It's gonna be all right. Come on, just go. I'm trying to get the video up to like 5 minutes, so I'm just sitting here just crap talking. Finally, I just jumped off, and I had to get different camera angles, and finally, I edited it to where I just splat the ground and died. So then, one of my friends, Zeus, he was the fat guy that ran in the road. And he's like, is that Spider-Man? And Spider-Man's just dead on the ground. He's like, oh my god, can I get an autograph? And he's just dead, sitting on the ground.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, that video, that was just out of context.
It was good though, and it was too, you know, you guys were just having fun, and you just had fun with it.
The funniest part, wait, what?
Oh, and then the Starship sketch was the one that I actually seen that one,
oh, yeah.
Spider-Man was a good one. If you want to finish up on what you was going to say.
Yeah, but I was gonna say Zeus, whenever the fat guy showed up in the video, I didn't even plan on for him showing up, because like, as I was editing him in, like dying on the ground, that was a green screen effect, because I couldn't lay on the ground because someone had to go over there and hold the camera. And I was the only one there. I was gonna do every single part, like, and I had no one else to be there, because everyone else was busy, so I had to sit there and get a green screen effect of me laying on the ground, and then have blood on it, while I'm sitting there pointing at the road, because originally I pointed at an empty road. And then I put the green screen effect on him, and then the blood on him. And then my friend joined as soon as I was getting everything ready. And I'm like, hey, I need you to get in the middle of the road. He's like, why? I'm like, just act like someone's in the road dead, and call him Spider-Man. I'm like, he's like, okay. So he runs out there just like talking about Spider-Man.
That's pretty good. See, that's what I was talking about. That's off the hip, and you did a good job at it. And if anybody wants to, you know, check that video out,
No, yeah.
tell them where they need to go to find it. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's on the channel. Just kind of scroll through and you'll find it.
Okay.
This was brought to you
Now,
by Roger Hanson, Gaming with Infamous on YouTube, and
Starship.
Franklin County Internet Society on
Star Trek?
Facebook.
Yeah, Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Now, what is up with these guys and bobbing their heads around hobbies and stuff? I mean, and that guy, whenever he just puts his head up and he stares at you like he's freaking a zombie.
So I randomly met those guys, and you know how I said I had these crazy experiences? Those are those crazy experiences. I joined that lobby not knowing what to expect. I pressed the record button, join a lobby, hope to the God for the best. And I look over across the room, and these guys are just bobbing their head. And I'm over here just, I don't know, they're just like bobbing they're taking their headset off, and whenever you're in that game, you have to stay in that seat. So when you're moving your headset around, you're just getting your head slung around. So I'm over here looking at them, and finally, one of those guys, they go, "Oh, Jesus," and I'm just like, "Oh," and I put a picture of Jesus in the screen. It was, I almost got my whole channel deleted out for that video. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, my uncle's kind of religious, so what does he do? he calls me because he calls me because he thought I was making fun of God. And he's like, I'm gonna delete your channel. I'm like, not if you find the password.
Oh yeah. You gotta.
But yeah, those are just crazy experiences I've had.
Okay. Now I've asked you all the questions that I wanted to ask you. Is there anything else that you want to mention before we come to an end with all this?
Well, if you've been watching my videos, thanks, I guess. Makes it a little bit better to know that people are watching. So, yeah, and, check out me on Twitch. I'll probably stream on Twitch, join Discord server, YouTube or something, but, I go by /gamer, / most people call me / because they don't want to add the gamer at the end, so it's just mainly / or, you know, that one guy.
Yeah. Now on your like what I'm saying is like on your Twitch, do you still go?
Oh, wait, oh that's what you meant. Let me pull that up real quick. I go by /gamer Twitch. It's like all together /gamer Twitch. Because, you know.
And it the same's on YouTube?
YouTube is just /gamer.
Okay. So do you do any other platforms like Facebook, Twitter?
I'll probably get into Facebook, and I don't get into Facebook. I go to Snapchat, but not really. That's just for me and my friends, I guess. But besides that, Discord is the only other thing that I use socially that all my online friends know me by.
And you don't post anything on Instagram?
Instagram, not really, no.
Okay. Just wanted to go by you so that you can be able to, you know, throw your plug out there and let people know where you're located and what your name is.
Oh yeah, if you're watching me, this is my face, because I don't show my face that much in videos.
Except for when you're dancing. That was a really good one. And I noticed that you cut off the comments so that nobody can make comments.
What do you mean?
Your dancing video, your little...
Oh yeah. Well, like okay, so I posted that on my computer, and posting videos on a computer is way different than posting on your phone, because usually I post on my phone because I can just do it remotely. I'm just like, okay, I can type it real quick. But when you're posting on a computer, it's so much more complicated because you have to add you have to enable comments, you have to enable different things. So I didn't know that. So when I posted, no, I didn't see anyone comment. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So whatever, I just left it, and I'm like, alright, well, no comments for that video.
Now, I know this ain't part of the questions and stuff, but in your YouTube, whenever you go in there, if you go into your settings, they'll have in the studio, they'll have your default settings. Now, if you go in, if you go in there, you can set up your settings for default, like the stuff that you want it to automatically do. So that helps out a lot. It probably doesn't help me out because I really should be like writing out all of my descriptions on my videos and stuff, and I don't do it. I just make a generic.
So I rarely do any descriptions anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't suggest anybody does that if they, you know, want to actually get more views and stuff. But that's where.
Yeah, I'd say the videos that I really work on would have to be like the skits, you know, the Star Wars skits, the Spider-Man skits. Those are the videos that I actually work on. But if it's just videos of my friends joking around, then yeah, we're just gonna post it, barely edit it. But I mean, if it's video that I'm actually serious about, like the Star Wars videos, those are pretty much the videos that I actually put time into.
Yeah, you guys do really great. I think you're really good. And believe it or not, I mean, right now, I personally feel that right now you're into video games and into VR chat and stuff, but I don't see you just stopping there. I can honestly see you getting more involved into a lot more things.
Well, I mean, we're still going to be posting, but you never know. Maybe we just all of a sudden, you know, something hits us and we're just getting a bunch of people looking at us.
You guys' attitude and the way you do things, you know what I mean? You're more laid back, and you guys, it's just going on there and making a video tutorial of a video game.
Plus, when most people watch my videos, they don't know how actually I am, because, you know, it's a group of people. So when you're with a group of people, you're just like, But like when you're actually on a 1v1 doing a interview, then yeah, you can actually find out what goes on behind the scenes, what goes on.
Well, you did pretty good. You showed everybody, you know, your stuff, like what you use. You showed your VR goggles. I don't have any clue what that's all about. I know that you need a GPU for it. And James, he was joking or laughing at me because I kept calling it a freaking supercomputer. Your computer, a supercomputer. He's like starts chuckling and everything, and I turn around and I freaking go, well, how are you gonna be able to do that? He goes, oh, don't worry, I've got my little mini supercomputer over there in the corner. I'll take care of it. So now I'm the big joke because I'm the old fart who calls, you know, new freaking computers supercomputers.
You're gonna call Windows 7 a supercomputer? You're looking at Windows 7 like, what is this new technology?
Yeah, I've got Windows 10 and I still can't do half the stuff you can do, man. I mean, I've got Windows 10 on this thing, and the difference that I can think of is, well, other than it being through the heck it's been through. I don't have a GPU. GPU in your computer, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so you got that good supercomputer going on, and I don't. Every computer that has a GPU, I consider a supercomputer. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I'm still gonna be posting videos. It's not like I'm just gonna stop, you know. So.
And you know, I enjoyed this. If you want to do this again, man, feel free to let me know. We can do it again. We talk about more interesting things. Maybe get some of your material, you know, together and show.
Talk about certain videos and stuff.
Yeah, and just projects that you want to do.
That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Now I know we were talking about it too. Later on, you know, we could have some of your friends come on and we could do more than one person doing a video and stuff.
Yeah, I could always ask one of my buddies if they want to be in it.
Yeah. Kind of get it going. And then, you know, if you don't want to do editing, I'll do the editing for you. I can do it on Blender. Get it straightened out.
Wonder. Oh, yeah.
One of these days.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, before we leave, do you have anything that you want to say?
I don't know. Thanks for watching it. Been pretty fun.
Yeah. Same.
Pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I actually enjoyed doing it, you know, and it really wasn't as hard as what you thought. Did you even have to do anything? I mean, just answer.
I mean, all you have to do is just like write up questions, but that's it. I mean, that's all you gotta do.
And then you kind of have an idea what you're going to be talking about.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna answer the question, you gotta be prepared for it. You can't just sit there.
Yeah. Well, we drew out a lot of extra stuff too, just for.
Well, yeah.
Questions, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'll end the video here. And
Alright.
I am glad that everybody came by and check out Slash Gamer. He's got his own channel on YouTube. He's got it on Twitch, and he's got some really good content. You guys really need to check it out. And you can find him on VR Chat too.
Yeah, just type up Slash Gamer on VR Chat. It'll be the first one to pop up.
So we've been talking about YouTube and Twitter all day, and not once did we mention he's actually on VR Chat too. So
yeah.
Check him out there if you want to.
If you want to check out any of my friends, like Insecure Cheesecake or something.
Or if you want to go in and be all over his room, you know, his
Open my window up, stop by, jump in.
You got chalk and everything there. Okay, you guys have a good day. Thank you.
See you guys.
This was brought to you by Roger Hanson, Gaming with Infamous, on YouTube. and Franklin County Internet Society on Facebook. We thank you for your participation. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, share, make comments. We love feedback.